have to have enough power to hurt him. I just got to beat him. That's it. If he slip up, then, you know, he will get hurt.
And what I'm seeing is I see a hungry Crawford, a Crawford that has been looking for the opportunity for a long time, finally getting the opportunity.
As the fight gets closer, Terence Crawford isn't backing down. He's full of confidence and believes he's ready for anything. But Canelo Alvarez is playing the veteran card again, acting like he's seen it all before. He claims Crawford is just another name on his long list of opponents. But here's the twist. Many fans are starting to wonder if Canelo is underestimating Crawford, or worse, relying too much on his past glory. With both men aiming to prove they're the true king, this showdown might expose who's actually still hungry and who's just living off reputation.
Dealing with this.
You know, I've been in this sport like so many years. I had so many good fights in my career, and I had the experience to adapt myself to these kind of fighters. I fight everybody out there, every style, and I'm gonna do my job and put all my experience, all my talent there, and that's it.
Terence Crawford is full of belief. He talks like there's no one on earth who can beat him. In interviews and face-offs, he carries himself like a man who already knows he's won. But here's where it gets interesting. Canelo Alvarez has fought 67 times, many of those against the best in the world. Crawford? Just 41 fights. Sure, he's undefeated, but critics argue he hasn't been truly tested at the level Canelo has lived in for years. Some say Crawford's confidence is bold. Others think it borders on blind arrogance. When the punches start flying, it might be Canelo's experience in pressure-packed wars that exposes the gap Crawford refuses to acknowledge.
Know how great Terence Crawford is, but they don't know how great Terence Crawford is at 168.
Terence in his bag right now. He's going third person, you feel me? But yeah, like Terence has every right to talk his shit literally here. He's being respectful and fair play, but the questions are the ones he's asking, the ones he knows are being asked. What's he look like at 168? Can he take the power? Is he going to be too small? Is he going to be able to deal with Canelo's experience over time, right? Even though Terence is the older fighter, he has, I think, 20 less fights than Canelo does, or maybe more. I think more than 20. And also, you know, competition level. This will be the most skilled, most experienced, biggest, strongest fighter that Terence Crawford's ever faced.
Canelo has spent years going toe-to-toe with some of the most dangerous fighters in the sport. Those brutal battles didn't just test him, they shaped him. He's had to dig deep, adapt, and survive against real monsters in the ring. Crawford, not so much. He's looked great, sure, but critics point out he's never really been in there with someone like Gennady Golovkin or faced the kind of raw power and ring IQ that Canelo is used to. Some fans argue Crawford's record is impressive until you look closer at who he's actually beaten. That lack of true elite experience might become a brutal reality check when Canelo starts turning up the heat.
Everything is on Terence Crawford's side, all the legacy, meaning he only has the opportunity to win the belts. Saul only has an opportunity to defend them. Terence Crawford has an opportunity to be in a 5 division and the only person to win all 4 belts in 3 separate weight divisions. Why is Saul taking this fight? And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's some things in life more important than just the belts. And that 20-year career that Terence Crawford made, that all that he has, is very valuable. Very, very valuable. He had 1 foot out the game. And if he can be the man to defeat him, because remember, if Saul beats him, Terence Crawford was the first man to get all 4 belts in 2 separate weight divisions. Yes, I beat that champion. Yes, I beat the multiple division champion, and he had the oath.
Roy Jones Jr. breaks it down with some real talk. Crawford's biggest challenge isn't just Canelo. It's surviving Canelo's power. Jones says skills can beat size, but only if Crawford can take the hits. That's a big if. Sure, Crawford has sharp footwork, perfect timing, and high boxing IQ, but none of that matters if one clean shot from Canelo rocks his world. Some fans think Crawford's style will outsmart Canelo. Others believe it's only a matter of time before Canelo's heavy hands crush the hype. This fight might prove whether Crawford is truly elite or just slick until someone roughs him up.
So far, there's some pushing and shoving going on. The weight difference is a big factor as well.
I pay no attention to the pushing and shoving. I pay no attention to the weight factor. What I pay attention to is the skill level that both guys show in and out of the ring. And what I'm seeing is I see a hungry Crawford, a Crawford that has been looking for the opportunity for a long time, finally getting the opportunity, and really ready to grab the opportunity. And with Canelo, I see a guy who not necessarily hungry, but loves to entertain. loves to give us the big fights. Always tries to give the big fights. He finds a way to give us big fights. Not going to always win them, but he always tries to give them to us. So he'll be a guy that, if he shows up and does the exact right thing, he can win the fight. If he don't do the right thing, which I don't see him doing, I don't know why he would at this point in his career. I don't know. It'll all be predicated upon how well Terence can take his punch.
You said you don't think, or you don't look into the weight difference. Why?
When you know how to box, when you're as skillful as Terence Crawford is, weight don't really matter much. Only thing that matters with the weight is can you take the punch. And I'm sure he's been sparring with super middles and light heavies, so I'm sure he probably can take the punch. So that's the only thing when you got skill. Now if you don't have a skill, you can't take the weight, take it up, because you're gonna lose your punch, you're gonna lose everything. When you got skill, all your stuff that you have goes up with you.
Shaquille O'Neal isn't holding back. He's picking Crawford to win, and not just win, knock Canelo out. Shaq says Crawford's precision and relentless mindset are on another level, calling him a technical genius in the ring. But while his bold prediction fires up Crawford's fans, it also throws fuel on an already heated debate. Many think Shaq's backing is more hype than insight. After all, boxing isn't basketball. Critics argue he's ignoring the brutal reality of Canelo's power and experience. Is Shaq seeing something others aren't? Or is this just another celebrity take that won't age well when the punches start landing?
Everyone's talking about the one fight right now, Terence Crawford versus Canelo. Who do you got?
I gotta go Terence Crawford.
Terence Crawford?
Yeah.
Why?
He's the best ever.
Really? You think he's the greatest ever?
Yeah.
Over Ali, Muhammad Ali? I didn't know you were a big Terence Crawford fan like that.
You have to understand that there's eras, and in different eras, you can bring out the titles. Like, for example, Joker's the best big man ever.
Right.
And I don't like.
You put Joker over you as the best big man? Oh.
Different eras and different times. It's not my era, not my time now.
True.
It's their time. So he's the greatest big man in the NBA right now. So I let the people decide who's that. But right now, Terence Crawford is the best.
So,
and Floyd, because Floyd has never lost.
So how does Terence beat Canelo? Decision?
He's
or
gonna knock him out.
He's going to knock Canelo out?
Yes, man.
So they're going to have the fight at the Vegas Stadium, Raider Stadium. You're going to be there?
I heard it was off.
No, it's back on.
Okay.
Now it's back on. It's in September 13th in Vegas.
Yeah, I'll be there.
You'll be there. Front row? Front row?
Of course.
All right, cool. You're the man.
Trainer Robert Garcia isn't sugarcoating it. He thinks Canelo isn't the same beast he once was. According to Garcia, Canelo's recent fights have lacked the fire and explosiveness that made him feared. And that might be exactly the opening Crawford needs. He hints that the timing couldn't be better. Crawford could be catching Canelo right as his edge starts to fade. It's a bold take that flips the usual narrative. Maybe this fight won't come down to experience after all. Maybe it's about who's still hungry and who's starting to slow down. Some fans say Garcia's got a point. Others call it wishful thinking. Either way, it raises serious questions about whether Canelo's prime has already passed.
I would probably say Crawford versus Canelo, because it's a fight that most of the people don't give Crawford a chance because of the size, but he's got skills, man. He's got skills. He's got good speed, good footwork. That's why I do give him a chance.
You do give?
I do give Crawford a chance, of course. Canelo's last few fights, he does his work. He gets work done, but never does that little extra to please or to. He knows he doesn't need to anymore, so he's just comfortable enough with just securing the win. He became a businessman, and I think that could be something in favor of Crawford, that if he comes out in his best and good footwork, Canelo is flat-footed. He his last fight, especially against the runner, he was throwing one punch at a time. Didn't even try to be aggressive and get him into the ropes, throw combinations of 4 to 5 punches. He never even tried that. So I think at this stage, I am giving Crawford a big chance of maybe pulling it out.
As fight night approaches, the tension is more than just hype. It's a clash of legacy versus hunger, experience versus timing. Crawford believes it's his era now, while Canelo refuses to be treated like a stepping stone. Analysts, fighters, and even celebrities are split. Is Crawford finally facing someone too big and too seasoned? Or is Canelo underestimating a man about to rewrite history? One thing certain, when that bell rings, all the talk ends. And someone's going to leave exposed. Subscribe for full coverage, post-fight breakdowns, and the truth no one else will say.